good.
Gotta hit to go live on Twitter.
That's all right. I did.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dan Sports Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Sleds. With me, as always, my co-host, Titan Mike Kessinger.
What's going on, Kev?
What is up?
Not much. Not much. Living in the misery of the Cleveland Indians.
Hey, they beat the Twins last night.
Yeah, well, they're losing now, and they lost another pitcher, so, I mean...
What's the score?
5-1.
They got a bullpen game going today. Those usually
They have a
don't work
home
out
run
too
game
well.
going right now, and Minnesota's about to school Cleveland on how that works.
Yeah.
Minnesota, leading the league right now with 111 home runs
Yeah,
in the beginning of June? That's nasty.
They've got a nasty lineup. I knew it, too, with all the guys they signed. A couple of them I wanted to bring in, but, you know.
Because we don't make the big bucks to make the good decisions. Apparently people that make millions of dollars don't know how to make those decisions either.
I don't think they'd accept $500,000 from the Indians. They can get $10 million from the Twins.
I guess.
Yeah, so breaking news today, as Mike said, we're down a pitcher. Carlos Carrasco was supposed to start tonight, was scratched, and is out for the immediate future. Not even sure if he'll be back this year.
Was a blood illness?
Blood disorder or some kind of blood condition. He's had some freak stuff. Had that heart condition a couple years ago that he overcame and signed the contract extension. But now we got this, and they said his velocity's been down like 2 to 3 miles per hour. He said this has caused him to be really lethargic and weak, which I guess explains the drop in velocity.
That makes sense. If you don't have the power to throw, you're not gonna be formidable against batters.
Right.
You need to have.
So, that's a shame. I know he wasn't pitching great, but they're kind of stuck right now.
And we have what, Clevenger, who's not even back yet.
Well, he's supposed to be back. He's pitching, I think, tomorrow in Columbus. They'll probably have 1 or 2 rehab starts, and then he'll come up.
So right now we got Bieber, Bauer,
Zach Plesac, who's pitched awesome his first 2 starts.
Plutko, is he still up?
Plutko's coming up Saturday. And they won't need a 5th starter for a couple weeks because of off days, I guess. So they're going to go with those 4. Because Jeffrey Rodriguez is on the DL. He got hurt his last start. Tristan McKenzie's still working his way back from his injury.
With once was our strength is now our downfall.
Yeah.
But good news, Ramirez has now broke above 200 in average. He's at 201, so that's
breaking news.
That's a positive.
Yeah.
There we go. So there's not much news to go down with the Indians because there's just so much drama, so much like.
That was me.
Jesus?
I had the volume on my Chromebook.
Oh, okay.
Was playing.
I was like, God sounds a lot like Kevin. But, I hate talking about the Indians right now because it's just a dumpster fire.
This was the final straw today with the Carrasco news. And
I hate to say it, and I still think it's too early because we're at 500. We're not 8 games below 500. We're still hold the second spot. Like there's a wild card. We can make a wild card and we get everybody back and everything's clicking. We have a team to make a run. Like we can beat anybody with the talent we have on our team. It's just nothing's working right now. It's like some reason all the parts are just there, but they're not. It's not harmonious. It's just not working together. So
everything's gone wrong this year.
Yeah, anything that can is literally is going wrong.
Let's start with the disappointing off season.
Well, we're used to that. Like we never make splashes. Cleveland Indians never make splashes. The Edwin splash was like huge. Like I think literally the Swisher splash they made years back tainted any future money purchases because he was garbage. Like he was, and then Edwin earned his money. I thought he was solid in Cleveland his 3 years. But
speaking of Edwin, I seen I think it was Bleacher Report put out like trade destinations for different guys. And Encarnacion only put 3 teams in it.
Cleveland one of them.
Cleveland was one of them. Yeah.
I would welcome him back. We need.
I would too. At this pace, I think he's got 16 or 17 home runs already.
Yeah.
We have no clue. When you have Jason Kipnis and cleanup.
He's not cleanup.
Yeah, he did. He did for 3-4 games in a row. Yeah.
That's super sad.
That's a problem. A big problem.
That is super sad because who we have cleanup right now?
They've had a lot of different guys in and out of there. I mean, Tito even talked about
Luplow.
Luplow, yeah.
Luplow right now is cleanup. Why don't you put Santana clean up?
I don't know. He talked about
he's batting 284. Lindor's the only guy we have on our roster that's hitting above 3.
Lindor and Santana are the only guys that have consistently hit.
Martine's doing pretty good, and this Mercado dude's he's batting 267.
Yeah, he's hit a little bit of a slump right now.
It's his first year up.
Yeah,
dude. I mean, if he bats above 250 consistently all year,
right.
I'm okay with that. I'm like, dude, welcome to the MLB. You know what I mean? Like it's.
What's up, Glenn Lane, the general manager of OCW Wrestling, has joined us. He said Indians need to pay money to keep good talent. I 100% agree, no doubt. Michael Brantley.
That
was named the best free agent acquisition in the offseason.
It's easier said than done when you have Dolan there.
Yeah, right.
Their wall's so tight, you can put a coal in there and dude pop out a diamond. Dude.
Oh,
like
no
it's
doubt.
so tight.
Yeah.
Like he's like I don't know why he's like I want to stay rich. Well, guess what? Putting products up on the game, you're not gonna stay rich. Nobody's gonna show up.
Right.
Nobody's gonna show up, dude. Like
well, like whatever. I mentioned last week, they don't have a cleanup hitter, but they have one down at AAA, tearing the cover off the ball right now.
And like I said
he's
before,
got 16 home runs. He was just named Player of the Month, hit 12 home runs in the month of May.
Does it mean it's gonna translate?
No, but he has nothing left to prove down there.
No,
you got to bring him up. They have a shot. They don't have to go into a full rebuild. All right, they can retool this and contend next year, but why not bring Bradley up now, let him play out the rest of the season, get that experience, so he has that experience going into next season to play every day.
And
just like they're doing with Mercado.
Kimbrel's still available as a free agent. Like
yeah, I heard the Cubs are.
The Cubs are looking at it, yeah, but like, why don't you go and throw an offer out there? You lost half your starting pitching.
Yeah.
If Carrasco's out for the year, paying up Kimbrel.
Well, Keuchel's out there too, but you're not getting him. They're not gonna.
Keuchel's too much money, but Kimbrel is something we can use. Like I mean, but.
I don't know. I have a feeling after they lose these next 2 games and they're be 13 and a half out, that's finally going to wave the white flag. Yeah, Glenn said Indians have a great farm system. I agree. They do have some pretty good talent down there.
Yes, I'm not saying like there's talent, but like everybody's so hyped. Just gotta bring people up. That's not gonna fix things. Like that's you don't know what's gonna.
They're not gonna go out and get anybody. So
no, I got that part, but like
that's the only way you're gonna improve.
I don't know. I understand that you're gonna improve that way, but like if everybody's saying like it's gonna be a quick fix, like bring up these people. He's batting 16 home runs.
No, I'm not saying Bobby Bradley's the savior, but if he could come up and hit home runs on occasion, we don't have anybody like that right now. Lindor.
If we score, we can't shut nobody out. We have no pitching right now either. We can't count on 2 people.
Right.
And they're 2 not rookie, but like young veterans.
The well is dry right there, right now with that because there's no other young starters ready to make the move up here right now. Like I said, McKenzie's still coming back once he's ready. I'm sure we'll see him up at some point this year, but he's still a little ways away. He's not even pitching yet. He's still rehabbing. But Zach Plesac looks really good though.
Yeah,
he's been awesome in his first 2. So he reminds me of Bieber last year. If we can get that same kind of production out of him, that would be huge.
Glenn
agrees with you. He said bringing young guys up early is wasting talent. Keep veterans. Let the system work.
Yeah, I got it. You guys want to win now. That's what Cleveland mentality. We win.
Well,
you got to win now. Look, we had our chance. If we don't do anything, like by going out and getting some big money, like spending some money and getting some proven veterans that can come in here and make a difference off the bat, like rip sign day 1, making a difference. It's not gonna change our outcome of this team for the next couple years. Bringing in a couple rookies that may or may not be what they were doing in AAA. That's like drafting college players because they're the shit in college. And then coming to bring an NFL, now you're allowed to play everybody here was the shit in college. Now you're just another fish in a big ass pond. You're not like it doesn't. I mean, everybody needs to slow down.
You see, former Indian Jay Bruce got traded.
Yeah.
First 2 games, he hit 2 home runs, including a grand slam last night, and hit another home run today.
It's another guy we could have kept, but we didn't.
Could have got him back cheap too. I don't think they gave him much to get him. I didn't see exactly what it was, but But I mean, we can go down the list of all the guys they let go. We've done it before.
We've done it. We're beating a dead horse with even like until the Dolans. We're never gonna get out. I don't care what general manager or what manager we have, who your scouting team is. until we have an owner that's willing to open the pocketbook and put his money where his mouth is, we ain't going nowhere. I don't care what you... Because he was too cheap to re-sign some of the key players to our team, Michael Brantley.
Yeah.
So they even feel like it's not going to work. Like, until if you're not going to pay to keep your own,
right.
He's not going to pay to go get somebody else. Like, I think literally he was bitten by that snake with Swisher.
Yeah.
And I think he's hesitant on any big signings from here on out. Like,
right.
I think he was probably had to be persuaded hardcore for that Edwin trade or that Edwin signing. I put money on it. That he was like, no, we need to do this now.
Yeah.
And he finally and he's like, oh, thank God it worked. But then he want to take that risk again. Like, until he's learned to change and put some money on, the Indians are never going to go anywhere. They're gonna sizzle out in the deep run to the playoffs because they don't have the extra oomph to get us over. It's never gonna happen.
The one trade that did work out was the Yan Gomes deal. He's doing awful for Washington. He's hitting like not even 220 at this point. I think he's lost his job to Kurt Suzuki. And we got Jeffrey Rodriguez, who's pitched pretty well. Looks like he's got a future with us. And then Daniel Johnson, the outfielder they got, was tearing the cover off the ball, and Akron got moved up to Columbus, and he's hitting, I think, 333 last time I looked. So, but then there's the Yandy Diaz, Jake Bauers trade. I'm not high on Jake Bauers at all.
He's not batting too bad though. He's not doing too you said you're not high on him, but he's not doing too bad.
I mean, he's still young. I'm not saying give up on him, but
like, what is he batting right now? Bauers he's in today. Where is it? I just saw it. I had it here. He's batting 217.
217. I think he's got 5 or 6 home runs. I mean, that's
better than some of the veterans that we're used to doing, like, right now. Like,
well, yeah, he's hitting better than Ramirez.
Last 7 days, he's batted 286 with 2 doubles, 6 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks. 21 at bats.
That's been the killer. Ramirez not doing what he's done the last 2-3 years. That's totally killed the lineup. And I thought once Lindor got back, those two have always kind of fed off each other. Especially last year, they were battling home runs, see who could hit the most, and it just hasn't happened. And like you said, he's making routine errors on routine plays in the field, something he's never done before either. So I don't know where his head's at right now.
He just needs to
Well, a couple years ago they sent him down when he was struggling for a couple weeks and brought him up, and that's where he took off.
He can't do that no more. Does he still has that?
Yeah, he still has options left.
Does
they
he?
could if they wanted to.
Dude,
maybe that's the wake up call he needs.
That'd be breaking headline news right there if they send him down there, dude. That would be ridiculous. To see an MVP, he was an MVP candidate last year. He sent down the minors, like, whoo, that'd be crazy. So you see the Browns mini camp. Well, before we get into the Browns mini camp, let's hit it. Let's go with the active sports right now with the NBA Finals going on.
Just for real quick, Len said when the GM said enjoy him, why is he here? Showed me they don't care. Talking about Lindor. Remember when Dolan said enjoy him?
Yeah, we discussed that on a show a while back. Does not mean he doesn't want to keep Lindor. Doesn't mean he's not going to try.
No, he does, and he'll try, but
he's going to try. Doesn't mean he's going to do it. But I think what he meant was enjoy it. Let's enjoy what we have because we were winning. We know we were doing good. Let's enjoy that. He's like, and we're going to work on it. He's like, I don't want to have to put in the front line of the I don't want this taking over the goal of the team. I don't want Lindor's contract to be the frontline news. I want the Cleveland Indians to be the news.
Yeah.
I think that's what he meant. Like, enjoy this now, and we'll touch on that when we get to it. He's gonna actively try to re-sign him. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
And then you know what? This could be the one player he opens his wallet to. Who knows? Like Lindor is literally. You want to keep your own here. This would be the guy that you do it to. Yeah. This would be the. All right, guys. Look, I'm willing to spend. Boom. Cool. But then guess what? You're gonna have to add some more shit around him too. You can't just sign Lindor and have everybody else go away. No, it ain't gonna work that way. But I could see him being this could be the one guy that he does open for.
I agree, and it should be. It should be.
There hasn't been another Cleveland Indian since like the mid '90s teams that has been worth that much. Has been meant that much to the Indians. Kluber.
He's a homegrown talent too.
Kluber, Right.
He's come up through our system.
But we've literally had. We drafted Lindor. We nurtured him, we brought him up, and we turned him into a superstar, right? Yeah. He made in Cleveland. Kluber was in a trade,
Right.
I just think he's literally has been the face of Cleveland since he's came up, and will continue to be the face of Cleveland until he leaves or he gets paid.
Right.
But like I said, there's no other Cleveland Indian that has meant more to this team than Lindor since the the Sandy Alomars, the Omar Vizquel, Jim Thomes, Romano Ramirez.
The 95,
The 94, 93 through 96, 97?
Yeah.
98 team. Like, those teams right there, they spent money. We got a lot of cheap.
They were spending well over $100 million a year.
I mean, but if we're going to open the wallet, if Dolan's going to open the wallet, it's going to be for him. If he doesn't, any Cleveland Indian fan, do not expect anybody to get signed big payment. No. We're gonna be fishing the bottom of the barrel, vet minimums, and when they become good, we're gonna trade them.
Yep.
We do that with pitchers. Like, we literally get rid of pitchers in the prime of their career. CC Sabathia, because we don't want to sign them.
Cliff Lee,
because we don't want to sign them. Like, it's literally like I'm talking about MVP, Cy Young candidates goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we kept Kluber this long.
Like, Kluber's the only one that survived that won the Cy Young and lived to tell about it as an Indian.
It's just ridiculous. Like, Indians make me mad. Like, I got something.
I know. We can be done with them.
I'm gonna flip this table. Like,
you said the NBA Finals you want to talk about?
Yeah. Have you watched any of them?
A little bit. I watched. I didn't see Game 1. I saw some of Game 2.
I watched Game 1.
Toronto kind of fell apart in the second half.
Of Game 2?
Golden State did their thing.
Well, Toronto actually was trailing.
They
were trailing in halftime. They came back.
Yeah.
They went on a 13-0 run or something like that, and took the lead.
Yeah.
And then they just fell apart there. But now Klay Thompson could be out.
Yeah.
It's a game time decision today.
Yep.
And Durant. Now I want to get into this thing. If Klay Thompson is out, ultimately it's going to be the management and the coaching staff says, no, we're not risking it. We can afford to lose one here. Have you come back healthy. Durant comes back healthy. Whatever.
Right.
Excuse me. So let's say he sits out. Kevin Durant's out. Toronto wins. Right. Then they go game 4. Let's say they go back to Toronto 2-2. Ultimately, Toronto wins the series. Dethrones the Golden State Warriors. No three-peat. Does this have an asterisk next to it? Does this championship for them have an asterisk next to it?
Why? Because
Durant didn't play the first 3 games. Klay Thompson missed a game. Because you realize there's an asterisk against the Cleveland Cavaliers championship game because Draymond Green missed a fucking game, right?
One game.
So Draymond motherfucking Green, who ain't an all-star, he's an all-star, but he's not a superstar. He's a great defender, and he's a mediocre average scorer.
Can't shoot.
That's it. Like, he's a great defender. I'm not gonna lie. He's a great defender. He's not Kawhi level defender, but he's a great defender.
Yeah.
But there's an asterisk against the Cleveland championship because he missed 1 game. Kevin Durant misses 3 games. Klay Thompson missed 1. Is there gonna be an asterisk, or is it gonna be this whole LeBron hate thing? Because nobody outside of Cleveland, nobody loves LeBron. Like, he's hated. Ridiculous. And with that case, should there not be an asterisk for...
Even parts of LA hate him now.
Well, so let's say this. So now, with that concept, if there's an asterisk for this championship, if they lose this one, then there's an asterisk, next to this one because they didn't have their All-Stars, whatever. What about the 2015 team for Cavaliers?
Yeah.
When they lost Kevin Love
2 of your big 3.
and Kyrie Irving for the whole final. Or you take LeBron alone with LeBron and... LeBron, Tristan, JR,
Dellavedova. He was big in
They
that
took
series.
you to Game 6. They took Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, this perfection team to 6 games.
Yeah.
With 1 superstar and LeBron James.
Yeah.
But there's no asterisk there. They won that game because they're the better team.
Yeah. And that game.
So why wouldn't Toronto be better? I guess I'm saying, it's not happened yet, so it's not.
Right.
This is all hypothetical. This is what I was thinking about. How big of an asterisk is going to be if Toronto ends up winning?
Right.
And if there's
if there's an asterisk for the Cavs, then there should be for...
There's an asterisk for the Cavs winning one because Draymond Green, he's like,
there should be, if Toronto wins, there should be for one with those 2 being out.
Yes, but then also there should be one for the 15th. That means 2 of their 3 championships should have asterisks on them.
Right.
Well, no. 2 of their losses have, both the losses are going to make excuses for it.
Yeah.
And one of their wins should have an asterisk on it because you didn't face a full squad.
Right.
It's because they feared, there was literally honest fear in LeBron James and Cleveland Cavaliers with that squad when they took you to games and they beat you and they came back 3-1. that they had to go out and sign, like, you know what, we're going to sign Kevin Durant, we're going to make this, we're going to tip the scales to a point where nobody...
Draymond Green called Durant and begged. Like, begged.
Well,
would have been on his hands and knees if he was in person.
Like I'm saying, like, yeah, well, they literally tipped the scales so they wouldn't have to worry about this ever happening again.
Right.
And it hasn't happened since. Now, Durant's not here.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson may miss, so I'm going to watch the game tonight. Oh, some of the game. And I'm hoping to God that Klay Thompson doesn't play and Kawhi, like, literally bitch smacks Curry and his wife.
He's dealing with a bum knee right now, too.
Kawhi?
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a lot of injuries come out, like, you know, playoffs just to get people.
Yeah, when you lose. Yeah, all money or...
That, or, like, they try to hype up an injury for, like, game planning, you know? So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Like, if he goes out there and put, like, 30 points up, like, your knee is fine, dude. Shut the hell up.
Right.
But they need bigger games from Van Fleet. Kyle Lowry needs to stay out of foul trouble.
Every year he fucking disappears in the playoffs.
He fouled out in game 2. He fouled out like 7 minutes left, 6 minutes left. If he didn't foul out, because it was a close game, they had a stick with their backup point guard or backup guard in there. I mean,
like going back to the last 4 years when we obliterated him in the playoffs every year, Kyle Lowry was a missing person every series against the Cavs.
It's just, I really cannot stand Golden State, and I'm hoping to God that they lose. But I'm preparing myself for all people that's going to sit there and say, "Oh, they didn't win that game. That series is flawed because you didn't have this. You're dealt the cards you're dealt with.
Yeah.
If you're going to bitch and moan because they lost this series because you didn't have your full squad, then you cannot sit there and argue with any single Cleveland Cavalier fan when they bitch and moan and says they could have took 2 from you, but they were missing Kyrie and Kevin. Yeah. You do not have a foot to stand on at all.
No, I agree 100%.
So I mean, but they're going to sit there all these like. But this is gonna be last year. Durant's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. No, I mean, win or lose, he's out. He's
and
New York bound.
You think it's New York?
Yeah.
Which one? Knicks or Brooklyn?
Knicks. Well, I don't. Brooklyn can't sign 2 max right now, which is where J.R. Smith comes in.
But they're also like if they sign. So this is what I was hearing. So you got Devin Booker, right? Karl Anthony Towns, and D'Angelo Russell have all been close friends, best friends, right? It's like the Banana Boat Part 2, right? So hear me on this. So D'Angelo also gets traded from Brooklyn to Phoenix for a pick and some other pick. And then,
terrible trade by the Lakers.
For what? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You have to fix locker room, damn. You cannot Cancer's locker room will eat a team off of it. So that made sense. Like they probably did not want to do it, but that was either this or the whole team or this. Like they literally got. So I get it. So it wasn't a terrible trade. It was a smart trade as a team trade. You lost a star.
Right.
But it is what it is. You know what I mean? You have to do what you have to do. But so I was thinking then. So if you got rid of D'Angelo Russell, I also read it somewhere, so it's not just an original idea. But like this, but you get Karl Anthony Towns, D'Lo, and Devin Booker all in Phoenix. The number 2 pick, or the Phoenix pick, would go, and Ayton would go for Karl Anthony Towns. And then you could trade for D'Angelo Russell with like a 2nd round pick, or they have like 3 2nd round picks, I think.
Yeah. There's 2 teams that have 3 2nd rounders.
I think that Phoenix is one. They probably trade 2 of those and another player or 2 for D'Lo, and now you have Booker, D'Lo, and Cat. Which that wouldn't be a...
No, that wouldn't be bad at all.
No, but then you still have some talent you can bring in there. I mean, you still have cap space you're working with. I mean, that'd be a fresh start because you're all young. You could add a couple pieces, and then you could be a contender in the West because the West is about to get weaker than you think it is. Anyway, like, the West is so strong, blah, blah. But Kevin Durant's about to come to the East. All right? You're losing the star there. Now you also got Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and the max contracts.
Yeah. Well, if Thompson can leave too, he's a free agent.
Yes, so only one of those 2 people are going to get max contracts.
Right.
Kevin Love, I don't think wants to say that. He got his championship, now he wants to go do it on his own.
Yeah.
Like, he has to do it on his own. Because all his championships are tainted. He's bought those.
Yep.
He's like the New York Yankees. Right? He just bought his shit.
Right.
So he has to prove that he can do it on his own. So I really don't think Golden State they don't have the cap space to sign 2 max contracts either.
No, and everybody knew this was going to be an issue at some point.
So who do you keep? Klay Thompson, Draymond Green? A shooter or a defender?
If it was me, it'd be Thompson.
Offense, and you just hope defense kind of win.
Right. It's an offensive league, so.
Yeah.
But just remember this whole Kyrie to the Nets. You know where that originated from, right? Stephen A.
Well, yeah, you take anything you say about that.
But not that there isn't some merit to it, because I know that's.
Well, I'm not talking about Kyrie going there. Kyrie can go wherever. I'm thinking
right.
Kevin Durant, like, he's Brooklyn bound or New York bound, like.
I think Durant to the Knicks is pretty much a done deal.
See, that's the thing. Like, you don't even know. Like, the surprise, but
it's gonna be. It's actually gonna be a fun offseason. There's a lot between the draft and the unknowns in the draft, and then free agency trades.
Now, do we keep Deion Waiters if that trade goes with Miami?
Probably, unless they can work a buyout with him.
I don't know if he'd want to be back
I think he's got 2 or 3 years left. Well, he didn't like Kyrie and didn't like LeBron, and they're both gone, so he might do okay now.
Was they better than you and they took your playing time?
But he didn't like playing with LeBron because he got told to stand in the corner all the time.
Because he's better than you?
Right.
And
which
Kyrie,
is why they traded him. Because they knew it wasn't going to work.
That's why I hate, like, why?
But the Brooklyn, too, Alan Crabb, I think he's owed like $17 million. So that's another potential deal. If they're looking to sign Kyrie and whoever else, we could send Smith's contract there for Crabb, and I think they have the 17th pick. So that's another. You got to look at the teams that want to play in free agency that need cap relief, and they're going to be calling the Cavs. They said they've already talked to a handful of teams already that are interested in Smith. They're just waiting for the right deal that they like. They're going to get another first-round pick one way or another. I'm pretty convinced.
Yeah, they'll have 3. Now that packaging those move up?
Yeah, they might. I mean, I keep hearing the Knicks want to move down. Supposedly they like Cam Reddish better than R.J. Barrett.
And Kevin Durant wants to go there.
Or if they can trade that pick for a veteran.
What would you trade number 3 overall for? You ain't getting Anthony
Well,
Davis.
they're trying to try for Davis, but I think
you ain't getting Davis.
I think in the end Davis is either going to be traded to L.A. or Boston.
He ain't going to Boston. Davis is an L.A. guy.
Well, Boston has better assets to offer, but if he doesn't want to resign there, then why would you give up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and all those guys?
Like I said, like if the city has a draw, like you'd be surprised. Like it has a draw, just because they might not have the team right now. But
I don't want to see him enough with the Lakers, but I heard that.
Well, Kyrie to the Lakers. That's a big thing right now too.
The Pelicans are intrigued by some of the Lakers' younger players, so.
Well, yeah, Lonzo Ball will be a Pelican.
Yeah. I don't think Ball will be with the Lakers next year. Did you
see
the report yesterday?
So that makes me so happy. If Ball gets traded from the Lakers, holy shit! I want to be a fly on the wall when his dad hears that.
As long as it's not the Phoenix. He said if he gets traded, he wants him to go to Phoenix.
His dad said that.
Yeah, anywhere else would be pissed off. So
as long as he close to LA.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
He needs to go to like. Where can he go? Like Memphis. That's where he needs to go. Memphis, in the middle of nowhere.
You hear they're considering R.J. Barrett too.
Really?
Yeah, that came out yesterday. I was kind of surprised. I thought.
Well, because what was it? Morant had a knee scope.
Yeah, I mean that's.
No, he said 3-4 weeks he'll be back if we're ready for it to go. But who knows? It could be worse than we think it is.
Possibly. But as I mentioned before the show started, I think it was Sam Amico said he talked to 2 NBA execs.
Yeah.
And he said all these mock drafts that are out right now, like all their picks from 4 on down, like are totally, they're not even close to what NBA draft boards are. Like he said, you're going to see you got people that these mock drafts have going like maybe 8 to 12 that are going to go probably in the top 6 or 7. Said it's a real crapshoot after 3.
I do not want Cleveland to walk away with Bol or Taco Fall. I don't even want neither.
Well, they worked out Taco Fall, but that would be if they buy into the second round. And I'd be okay taking him in the second round because how many of those guys actually work out? I mean, you send him to the G League and see if he can develop his offensive game. Defensively, I mean, he's a shot blocker.
Yeah, but he's so small.
He needs to put on some weight. Yeah, that's why I said
he get muscled by a 6'5" point guard, dude.
You put him down on the charge and let them work with him, and try to build up his weight. And if it doesn't work out, what did you lose? A second round pick. I mean, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in the player development mode right now, so it's going to be another year or two before they're ready to take that step back into contention.
Do you think Kawhi stays with Toronto?
Yeah, I think his dad even said that it's really grown on him. That he loves the city and loves the fans. And I heard
did you hear that
something about a 2-year deal.
You hear that businessman said if he agreed to a multi-year deal with Toronto, he'd pay the money up front.
Really?
He paid his contract. He's like, I'd give you what they offer you. Like he owns like some.
Is that Middle Eastern guy that's at all the games?
I don't know what it was, but he said
it's just probably who it is.
He's been offered a penthouse for 5 years, paid.
Yeah, that dude's loaded. He owns like.
And then he's been offered
20 car dealerships or something like that.
He offered him he signed like a 3 or 4 year deal. Whatever the total value of the contract is, he paid up front to him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that would work because I don't think he could collect a paycheck from
no.
the NBA, and I think it's some kind of NBA players rules.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to do that.
So, but I mean, if they did it, that dude'd have to pay the Raptors back.
Yeah.
I think that's how that have to work, something like that.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to stay. Win or lose, I think he'll stay.
This whole landscape of the NBA is going to reshape.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And then do you see what the report about LeBron said the Lakers don't make moves this offseason, that he's going to ask to be traded?
To where?
He'll win out. I don't know.
How the fuck's he going to want to go?
I mean, how did they not know this was coming? I thought the whole reason to go in LA was for the Hollywood, and so his son could play at that school.
Well, I'm sure that was part of it. Like I'm sure he also thought it's the Lakers. I'm LeBron. I can get people to come here.
And it didn't happen.
And then he goes, "Oh shit, nobody followed." He doesn't want to play on a losing team. He doesn't want the last 3 years of his career. He does not want to not make the playoffs.
They might be able to get a broken down Chris Paul now, overpaid broken down Chris Paul.
That's what. $80 million over. He's an dude over the next 2 years.
Get the
$44 million guaranteed.
They could get the geriatric banana boat guys back together.
Carmelo Anthony.
Sign Carmelo Anthony and bring Chris Bosh out of retirement.
D Wade. That'd be.
Yeah, I don't know. If the Lakers don't get Anthony Davis, I think they're in trouble.
They can get Jimmy Butler. That'd be a solid piece. That would give him at least 15 wins.
I heard something crazy about him and Kyrie teaming up in Miami. I don't know about that.
No.
I don't know where that came from, but that was a rumor that popped up yesterday.
I don't see Kyrie going to Miami.
They don't have the room to sign.
He wanted to get out of LeBron's shadow, so you're telling me you're going to go to Miami? Like, literally, LeBron put Miami back. Like, okay, Dwayne Wade won 1, right, with Shaq. But, Shaq was there. Right? Then LeBron shows up, and then they went 2 more. They voted 3 or 4.
Yeah, they went to 4 and 1, 2.
Yeah.
They lost to Dallas and San Antonio.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't think he goes there because it's just another, he's in his footsteps again. He's going to go somewhere LeBron never went, Yeah. That's where it's going. Unless he teams up with LeBron, he's going to go somewhere LeBron never gone.
All right.
It's as simple as that. He don't go to Miami. Butler can go to Miami, but I don't know about him.
Let me hit up our sponsors real quick here. All right, we've got Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. You can reach them at 440-731-4654 for all your home improvement needs. Graver Machine Tool, who is the hotline sponsor at Redline. You can reach them at 440-322-3685 for all your powder coating and machining needs. Lubrication Supply, 330-813-2035. Ask for Kevin or Jim. And the main sponsor at Redline, Detroit Auto Parts, on the side at 216-531-7373. And on the west side, below the Redline Radio Studio, 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and get 10% off your purchase. And we've got Cater Printing, who does all our sweet shirts at Redline. Reach them at www.caterprinting.com. Always Green Landscaping out of Twinsburg at 330-487-0582. And then our lone sponsor here at the Land Sports Podcast, Wagner Landscaping. You can reach Michelle at 330-524-5415. Got that through that with no mistakes.
So proud of you.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll.
You're gonna break something though, so it's alright.
So
NFL minicamp.
Yeah. Odell Beckham and Duke Johnson were both showed up yesterday.
Of course they both showed up.
Monday actually. This is the first day they
Duke Johnson showed because he didn't want to make sure
he showed up to
make sure he gets
publicly
paid.
make his trade.
Also, he's not gonna give up $80,000 or $88,000. How much it is going to show up that day?
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna do that. Like I'm sorry, he's not. Odell Beckham maybe.
I don't know if he was on the field today or not. I didn't see.
I didn't watch it.
I saw some disgusting catches by Odell Beckham.
Rashad Higgins was making. I saw some of his catches. He was making some nice end zone sideline grabs.
Yeah.
Like he looks clean.
The other guy they said looked good is that kid they brought in, the fast track guy.
Oh, the guy snuck his way in there?
Yeah. They said he had 2 touchdowns today. They said he looked good. I mean, there's a spot open for that last receiver spot. So.
And you know what? He has a better chance of making it than some receivers because he is a returner. Yeah. That was his big thing in college. He was a special teamer, and like it's just funny how he lied. He literally lied.
Yeah, he said he knew Alonzo Highsmith.
Yes, yeah. And got in there, and then got an invite to Berea.
Yep.
Like it's just crazy. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. I respect the kid if you know.
Dude, I hope he makes it.
Yeah,
after going through all that.
That's a story right there. And you know what? If he makes it to, how do they feel not put Cleveland back on Hard Knocks? Like that's just another story right there. That sells.
Well, and the Cardinals are going on.
Are they?
Yeah.
They already said that.
It hasn't officially been announced yet, but that's the rumor. It's going to be Arizona.
Because of fucking Kyler Murray and Kingsbury.
Yeah. I'm
so sick of that guy. I'm so sick of him. Kyler Murray, I can't wait for week 1.
Yeah, he hasn't even played a game yet. I'm already tired of him.
I just want to he gets broke off. Like I really do.
Yeah.
Because like I'm so sick of him. Like he's not even like whatever. I can't stand him already. Like he hasn't played a single damn minute in the NFL, and I'm already over his shit.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. I'm starting to get over this Baker Mayfield fucking Odell Beckham hype train too. Like it's starting to get a little obnoxious and annoying.
Yeah. Well, it's
only
going to get worse.
It's
only going to get worse.
You haven't done nothing yet. It's 5-3, bottom of the 4th.
Coming back.
How they just scored 2? Lindor scored 10 in a second on pass ball. So Ramirez single on the right. Santana scored.
Ramirez. Oh, look at that.
Ramirez now at 205. We went up 0.04. We are trucking now, guys. We are trucking.
How many pitchers have they used?
Cleveland is going through.
Probably going to go through the whole bullpen tonight.
Clippard, Olsen, and Goody.
Oh, they brought Nick Goody back.
And that was with the Allen when they traded Allen.
Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't see
came up, yeah. Yep. Johnny Peralta still plays?
No. I don't think so. Maybe he does. I think... Is it the Twins?
No.
Who?
I'm looking. Give me a minute.
Oh, he might still play. I don't know. I don't think he's that old yet.
Nope, never mind. D. Peralta. David Peralta.
So I know there's something you want to rub in my face about the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
But our second round pick from last year, who was supposed to be the starting right guard this year.
And we're gonna take it back a few weeks. When I said, and I quote, you need to find your right tackle, and you're like, nah, this Austin Colbert or whatever.
Well, he's right guard, not tackle.
But he was a tackle. He was supposed to be tackle in the beginning.
He was supposed to be a left tackle.
Well, no, I thought he was supposed to be right.
He played left tackle in Nevada.
Yeah, I know, but he was playing right. You still were going to go with Greg Robinson at...
Yeah.
But you got rid of... Who was your right tackle last year?
No, they still have Chris Hubbard. They got rid of... He's replacing... God, I can't think of his name. The guy from the Bengals that we traded for Olivia Vernon. Well, my mind went blank.
Wow, me too.
Yeah, this is bad.
Anyways... So Hubbard's placing him, and then Colbert. Oh, what was his name? Austin
Corbett.
Corbett was supposed to be you guys' starting right tackle. going into
Kevin Zeitler.
Thank you. Okay, going into the draft, Corbett was your guy slated as your right tackle because he played left. You know, you're give Greg Robinson that 1 more year. They signed a 1-year deal. You know, so he was going to play that. Corbett was going to get a year there, and then it's pretty much going to flip. You know, that's what was going to happen. And you're like, no, I'll give him a chance. No, I'll give him a chance. And I was like, no, this dude sucks. I was like, I watched tape. This dude's garbage. You need to draft your right tackle. You need to go and get somebody. No, he sucks.
I'll tell you.
But sure, you know what?
He's going to start next year, not this year.
Corbett,
he's going to start.
You're still on this train.
Center.
At center. You know, the further in the line you go, the less important you are, right?
Yeah. Well, that's where he's going to be.
Okay, I'm just like
because right now he's working at second team center.
Yeah, so he got demoted, dude. But the season hasn't even started yet. Minicamp just started, and dude got demoted already by a rookie. Come on, not even a rookie guy. They brought in from the Bears.
Well, they have 2 guys they brought in, Eric Cush and Brian Weitzman. So I could see one of the 2 veterans starting at guard now. I know they were working one young kid. I can't remember his name, but now they had Eric Cush there today. I don't know. The good news is our other high pick from last year that didn't even see the field, Chad Thomas, the defensive end. They said he's looked really good.
Yeah.
In training camp so far, I guess.
Do you know who else is shining right now?
Who's that?
Dwayne Haskins.
Is he? Yeah. I haven't heard. I seen him throw a couple balls to
Peterson.
No, Terry McLaurin, his OSU buddy that they drafted.
Yeah, no, he's looking good.
He's supposed to start.
Daniel Jones. Everybody's so the New York Giants might know things that we don't know. All right.
Don't tell me he's going to take Eli's job this year.
Jones right here. Daniel Jones has a notable again Wednesday at minicamp with the precision that rookie Daniel Jones has with his deep ball looks like a strength, not a weakness. He dropped several in perfectly during practice, including one down sideline to Darius Slayton. Him and that rookie Slayton are chemistry building. Maybe the Giants knew something we didn't know.
Maybe they better hope. As high as
but yeah, but he's there. He's looking good. Who else is looking good? I was reading. So the Chosen Rosen is the nickname for Josh Rosen. You know, he's already thrown 2 interceptions in minicamp against Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick is doing what he does best, controlling it and earning first team nods now. And Rosen's now working second string. Yeah, so funny. Mika Fitzpatrick says, "We know who the starter is going to be week 1."
Yeah, I was not high on Rosen. I probably would have rioted if the Browns would have drafted him.
I don't think you would have. I really don't think you would have.
No, Sam Darnold was who I wanted.
Yes, but you were like 100% against Baker Mayfield. So at the time, if they had drafted him, you'd be like, "Fuck yeah, if not Baker."
No, not
That's
Rosen.
what would have happened.
I did not like Rosen.
But you'd rather have Rosen than Baker. I know you just said that.
No.
You literally told me that.
I guarantee I didn't say Rosen.
Over Baker.
No.
Not over Darnold or anybody else, but
No.
over Baker, yes. I'll put money
Rosen
on it.
was. I would have rather had Lamar Jackson over Rosen.
You're a crack.
I'm serious.
Lamar Jackson's garbage.
If he ever learns to throw, he's going to be dangerous.
He can throw the ball. He's just not accurate.
No,
he
cannon.
If
he learns accuracy, he'll be.
You know how hard it is to learn accuracy?
I won't want to play against him if he learns accuracy.
You know how hard it is to learn accuracy? It's extremely. It's probably one of the. I think it's one of the things you can't teach.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure accuracy is one of the things you can't teach. Either have it or you don't.
But right now, with them just throwing deep balls and running, he's going to get killed.
He has no receivers. That rookie Howard Brown's like the only receiver they got. Like that's like any good additions. I can't stand him. I'm telling you, Pittsburgh's probably still going to take the division.
I'm glad. God, why am I going blank today?
You are a horrible, horrible sports podcast host.
I know.
What was it?
Defensive tackle that
McCoy?
Yeah, Gerald McCoy. I'm glad he.
You didn't ask me anything. You just said I'm drawing a blank. I don't even know what you're drawing a blank. I could have been a muffin recipe.
No, I'm glad.
All I know.
I was glad to see that he signed with Carolina. I was worried he was going to go to Baltimore, which I guess ended up being the Browns were like 3rd on his list. I guess they didn't offer him much money, and well, it turned out he wanted to stay in the NFC and stay south and the.
He wanted to stay in the
he didn't
NFC.
want to. He
so
wanted
he
to play
took two
Tampa
AFC
Bay.
North teams.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to play Tampa Bay twice to stick it to them.
So now they have Quan Short and Joe McCoy
Yeah.
on that line. Is Quan Short still there?
Not sure.
Or did he retire? Am I gonna look like am I eat my words?
Don't get me wrong. I would have loved to add him, but I mean we're still in decent shape. We still need some depth there, though.
Yeah, he's still there.
Is he?
Wow, he was horrible last year. How many games did he play? He only had 3 sacks.
His agent said that it was more about winning than money, and he probably chose the worst of the 3 teams that was after him.
Yeah.
So that one kind of threw me for a loop, but
You literally got the Falcons and you got the Saints in that division that you go twice a year. Like,
yeah,
one of those 2 teams win the division. Like, you're like, okay, whatever.
yeah, I don't know.
I think they
is.
missed out. You missed out on them. Like, I think McCoy would have been a huge add for the Browns.
And there was no reason that they could have offered him a lot of money for 1 year.
Well, I think that's exactly what it was. They didn't want to offer him a shit ton of money for a rental.
Yeah.
Because he probably wasn't gonna stand. Like, if the Browns don't do what everybody thinks they're gonna do, he's not sticking around. You know, so they just really paid this dude $10 million.
Well, they could have even offered him a 2-year deal. It's in 3 years when you got to worry about signing Baker Mayfield and Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward and all those guys.
Well, Myles Garrett's gonna be before Denzel Ward Baker.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just saying the next 3-4 years, that's where the money's going to be allotted to. But they could have signed him to a 2-year deal, but I mean, it is what it is. You got Sheldon Richardson and Ogunjobi. I'm sure he wouldn't have been happy about losing the starting spot, but
yeah. So, Baker Mayfield, he's a mouth. We get it. We know it. All right. He talks.
yeah.
And that's what we like about him here in Cleveland, because he's a no bullshit type of guy,
Right. He tells it how it is.
But one thing NFL players do not talk about is what?
Other players?
Other players' contracts.
Well,
that's none of your goddamn business.
You're either with us
so
or you're
you
not.
ask, I get that. That's not a bad thing to say. It's how else he worded it in the conversation. I heard another radio host say, other radio hosts were stating that he put his nose in someone's business that he shouldn't have had it in there. All right. Well, how he should answer this thing is, we want him here, we want him to win, he gives a better chance to win, and he's going to do what he has to do. That's how you answer the question. I understand you're Baker Mayfield, you don't give a fuck what anybody else says, but you need to chill out, right? Because there's things you don't talk about, right? Other people's money, other people's families.
Yeah.
Don't talk about that. Like, I don't know who you think you are, rookie. All right?
He's not a rookie anymore.
He's still a rookie. He's 2 years in, he's a
second year.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie. In my opinion, he's still a rookie.
He's the leader.
He didn't play a full season last year. He's a rookie. He hasn't had full 16 games in his season, so rookie. He's about 3 short. Talk to me week 4, then I'll tell him a veteran.
Greedy Williams is a rookie.
Yeah.
He's making plays.
Well, he's good.
Yeah.
He was on the board.
He had a pick 6 today in scrimmage.
Who was a hit? It was him, Baker, and who's the other corner that we said was flip-flop for the top spot in a bunch of people's...
The Michigan State.
No.
Wasn't Justin Lane?
No. Baker...
Yeah, where's our board?
Silence. I love silence.
Checking out our draft board, trying to figure out what we're talking about, but...
I need the other board. Give me the other board.
Get the one behind that.
If you just literally knock the one down, that works too. There we
Let's
go.
see, we had Greedy Williams,
It's one.
Byron Murphy, and DeAndre Baker. Murphy was the one we were thinking of, I think.
Was it?
And DeAndre Baker from Georgia.
Byron Murphy from... Yeah. So those are 3 that flip-flopped for it could be... And he went in the second round, so he was really a top talent on a lot of people's boards.
Right.
So of course he's going to make plays. He's like a He's a little rawer, Denzel Ward, I think. He's a little taller.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll start the season.
He should.
To start the season, I think by mid-season he'll be.
He should be starting. Like, put your best players out there and let him go.
Well, he might. I mean, he might light it up in the preseason. Who knows?
He needs to start. You need to get him. They need him, the defense clicking. All these new pieces. You know, there's a lot of new pieces on that defense.
Yeah.
From the line and the backfield, they need to start clicking together. They need to start gelling.
Well, that's like Freddie Kitchen said earlier this week that the Stars are going to play a lot in the preseason. He said we got to play them a lot.
I don't know how Odell Beckham's gonna like that because he's not used. He's a little prima donna, like he is.
Oh yeah, everybody.
So him playing in the preseason is an unneeded game, so we'll see how he reacts to that.
Yeah.
But defensive players that haven't, they need to gel. Cleveland needs to get that defense as one unit.
Yeah. No doubt.
So Greedy needs to start from day one, in my opinion.
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Personal opinion. You put your best players on the field, that's how you win games. Just because they're young doesn't mean shit. Like, if they're better than Terrence Mitchell, which I really think he is, better than Terrence Mitchell.
I'm sure he will be, yeah.
You start him over Terrence Mitchell. Just because Terrence Mitchell's been here. This is football. People know the better player plays. You don't get you shouldn't get any favoritism because you are been here longer or you've been in the league longer. If I'm better than you and I'm a rookie, guess who's playing?
Well,
if shit works with quarterbacks like that,
they'd be solid with him opposite Ward and then Mitchell and then T.J. Carey at the nickelbacks. I mean, that's pretty damn good.
I mean, Mitchell. I'm not saying Mitchell's not good, but he'd be a solid backup.
Right.
Something goes down, take a break, comes in, and you're not gonna miss a beat.
You play 3 to 4, at least 3 to 4 cornerbacks a game.
Well, yeah, it depends on your scheme and your second.
Look at that.
If you're running a
nickel and dime packages.
Well, yeah. But there's also like one of these hybrid 4-3s that like run. It's like a 4-3, but it's a nickel 4-3. Like we always have a third. You always have a third corner, but you're missing a linebacker.
Yeah, 2 linebackers.
Yeah, it's a 4-3, but the third linebacker is a corner. It's covering over your tight ends.
It's like a 4-2-5.
Yeah, 4-2-5. Yeah.
And then Wilkes likes to do that too. He'll mix it up.
Oh yeah, he's like, if you look at his resume, he has a shit ton of different schemes and like. I was like, this dude knows. So in my opinion, it's way too much. Like you when you try to do too much, you overcomplicate shit, and then you start making mistakes because you're trying to figure out. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Am I supposed to be here?
Yeah.
But like, it'll be all right. I think it's gonna be. Get your starters out there. Let them gel. Let them win games for you. The best player plays. Don't baby this bullshit. No, you're a rookie, so you gotta get your time. No. It should not be like that. I get it. That's some kind of mentality, and that's some kind of... But that's not how this should work here.
Yeah. It's going to be...
They did this shit with Baker Mayfield. They literally did that with Baker because they're like...
Yeah. Well, that was Hugh Jackson.
True. And Hugh Jackson, I think literally what they were saying was Hugh Jackson was doing this because, the longer we last him in there, he's like, well, I didn't have him the whole time. So it gives him he's trying to buy himself a second another year. When you're trying to buy yourself a future contract year... you're garbage. Like,
I think he hoped also that Tyrod would have played a little better than he did.
We all thought Tyrod was going to play a little better than he did too. Because I was super pumped for the Browns. I was like, dude, you finally got a quarterback.
I've always liked him.
Tyrod, he's not going to go out and win games for you, but he's not going to lose games for you. I mean, he can win games for you, but he's not going to lose them. He's not going to turn the ball over 3-4 times a game. I mean, he was literally a ball manager. He was like an Alex Smith, that type of quarterback. Something special, he will win games because he can maintain the clock, but you need to have pieces around him. And he just, I don't think it...
A little tidbit, the kicking competition today said Greg Joseph was 4 for 4. His last 2 kicks were 52 and 57 yards. Austin Seibert was 1 for 4.
Who's Seibert?
That's the kid they picked in the 6th round.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Who was thought to have the advantage.
Still should have signed Gutowski.
Yeah, they should have. That would have been nice.
Because how many games did Cleveland win by missing field goals last year?
Actually, Greg Joseph only missed more
extra points. No, I said Cleveland, not Joseph. Like, as a whole.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Early
Joseph
in the season.
Came in the later in the season.
Before him when we had, what's his name?
I don't know.
And Zane Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I think he blew 2 games.
Yeah.
The Saints game was one, then, the opener against Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So
it was at least 2 games that he blew before he...
So what was Browns? 7, what? 7-8-1?
7-8-1.
So we've been 9-8-1? No.
Yeah. There's 3 or 4 games that they should have won that they blew.
You'll be like 9-7, 10-6.
Right.
Most probably closer to 9-7.
Yeah.
based on a kicker.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Well, we'll see. It's between those two, so... Slaber was thought they had the advantage because, they drafted him, but...
You draft someone doesn't mean your shit. Like,
no, you gotta go with the best.
Chargers drafted Ryan Leaf. How'd that work out for them?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you could draft it or not. Like...
Well, it could have been, too, just to put pressure on
Joseph? So you're gonna waste a pick to put pressure?
He's not terrible. He's got a big leg. I know that. Just as far as kicking in the conditions in wintertime in Cleveland, that's the only issue.
Cleveland's a dome.
You can get Phil Dawson back. Come out of retirement. He was good at. He knew how to kick in Cleveland. Those conditions. All right, we got about 4 minutes left.
Oh yeah, we have a show following. I'm not used to this whole
getting
off at a timeline thing.
Timeline now.
Because we have someone coming up after us.
Yep.
So.
Well, hopefully it's only temporary.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, we covered what playoffs. We got the game tonight, so next week we'll talk about. Next week we should have 2 to 3 more finals games in there.
Yeah.
So we could be looking at a end of a series or game 6.
Then the following Wednesday is the day before the NBA draft, so I'm sure we'll have might have a Cavs
draft
trade
Thursday.
Yeah, 2 weeks from tomorrow. It's the 20th.
I will be on vacation that week. I took the 16th for Father's Day. I'm scheduled to work, but I have PTO, so I'm gonna call off that day.
Yeah.
And then I have PTO day on Monday. Then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday for my scheduled days off. And I took PTO days on Thursday, Friday. Then I'm off Saturday, Sunday. So I'm off like 12 days.
Nice.
So do a lot of yard work. Hopefully it's dry. Cause it's been so wet.
Yeah, it's
so wet. I literally cut my grass yesterday twice. Yeah, I cut it, and then I went and cut it again. Because I can never keep up with it. My grass is so freaking long all the time.
Well, they're saying it's not supposed to rain again until Monday. So
yeah, we'll see. Like I hate weather people. They're a bunch of crooks.
Yeah,
they paid to tell you some bullshit.
It's a guessing game.
False hope. But yeah, like all my days off. Literally for the past like month, my days off. My days off.
Almost none of it.
It's been raining, so I'd be able to cut it once, and it starts to rain. Yeah. So I can never get ahead of the game.
Right.
I was able finally yesterday to get ahead of the game. So and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna do the rest of the yard work. I gotta cut down a tree, dude. That big storm on Saturday took a tree down in my backyard.
Oh really?
Craziness. I saw that shit and I started mowing the lawn. I was like, what the? I was like, where'd that come from? I was like, what? No. But yeah, so.
Yeah, mini camp will wrap up, so.
Yeah, it comes.
I'm sure we'll have some.
Tennessee will start their mini camp soon. But they haven't done theirs yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing. I want to see what AJ Brown and Mariota can do together. Like I'm really high on this AJ Brown kid, this receiver. He's good. I'm really excited about that. Let's see.
Hopefully it'll work out better than Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, I don't think is on.
I was real big on him coming out of college too. I mean he's only third year now.
This will be his
third or fourth year.
Third year.
Yeah. So I mean he's still.
Yeah, because he came out the same draft as Lattimore did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted Lattimore at 5, and then Juju Smith at fucking 18. But no, we take Corey Davis at 5 and Adoree Jackson at 18. No, Mike don't know what to do. Mike don't know talent when he sees it.
Mike loves his Titans drafts.
Tennessee Titans make Mike drink. Okay? Like I really double-fisted bottles because of this team on my draft day sometimes. But
yeah.
All right, we got a minute left. We're gonna get kicked off here, guys. Yeah, another great show. So
45 seconds.
Alright, so we'll see you next week. Thanks for having me back on the show, Kev. And that was
you.
I didn't know. I turned the volume off. I'm supposed to work.
It's alright.
But alright, we're about to get kicked off. So.
Yep. Stay tuned for Patriotic Correctness with Clifton Oliver at 9:00. And
yeah. You listen to that show yet?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot of political stuff, so if you're not into that sort of thing, you probably won't like it. But
Do we know if he's a Trump or a...
He's a Trumper.
Is he a Trumper?
Yep.
Are you a Trumper?
Yes.
Me too.
Are you?
Hell yeah. Why are you so surprised?
I know. I shouldn't be. All right.
But
Till
all right,
next
guys.
week.
I'll see you next week.
All right. We're out.